In the curriculum of a dance school, mock examinations are not merely procedural formalities, they function as a deeply embedded and strategic component of the entire training system. These exams are systematic evaluation mechanisms designed to comprehensively assess students' progress, both in terms of technical execution and artistic development, throughout various phases of their training. Unlike regular classroom practice, mock exams carry a greater sense of formality, tension, and ceremony. They create a performance atmosphere that simulates real stage conditions, helping dancers prepare not only physically, but also mentally, for the pressures of live performance and high-stakes assessments. The importance of mock exams lies in their multifaceted role. On one hand, they serve as diagnostic tools for instructors, offering clear insights into each student's learning curve and progress trajectory. On the other hand, they allow students to measure their own abilities under pressure, encouraging self-reflection and the internalization of feedback. These assessments are meticulously scored by experienced instructors based on well-defined and comprehensive criteria. Each exam is a moment of truth, a chance to objectively gauge whether the months of training and repetition have truly taken root. The grading system used in mock exams goes far beyond evaluating surface-level movement accuracy. Judges look for technical precision, muscular control, rhythm synchronization, the length and grace of body lines, and the intangible yet crucial quality of stage presence. A dancer may execute a sequence of movements flawlessly from a mechanical perspective, but if those movements lack musicality, emotional expression, or artistic cohesion, the performance will fall short of professional standards. This multidimensional evaluation system places higher demands on students. They are expected not only to move well, but to communicate, to project feeling, and to embody the art form. Importantly, the content of these mock exams is rarely unfamiliar or improvised. Rather, it is deeply rooted in the foundational techniques practiced day in and day out: turns, jumps, spotting, bar routines, plies, and balances. These core elements form the grammar of dance. Their continuous rehearsal underscores one of the most fundamental principles in dance education: excellence stems from mastery of the basics. Repetition, far from being a sign of stagnation, is a pathway to internalization. Through relentless drilling, students build physical memory, allowing them to execute complex sequences smoothly, almost instinctively, during exams and on stage. Among all components of training, flexibility stands as a cornerstone of the dancer's education. It is a crucial attribute that enables both freedom of movement and aesthetic refinement. Flexibility is not an innate gift but a cultivated skill, one forged over time through discipline, often grueling, daily practice. Students devote significant effort to stretching routines designed to enhance joint range, muscular elasticity, and dynamic mobility. Exercises include forward and side splits, active leg holds, deep back bends, spinal articulations, and hamstring extensions. Each repetition gradually unlocks a new degree of freedom within the body, empowering dancers to perform with grace, fluidity, and strength. Consider the complexity of a well-executed backbend. It is not simply a matter of bending the spine. The movement requires a harmonious integration of flexibility and muscular coordination. The legs must remain active and grounded, the core must stabilize the trunk, and the shoulders must open fully. Similarly, a high leg extension requires weeks and months of hamstring conditioning and hip joint loosening. Without adequate preparation, such movements appear forced and unrefined. The professional ideal, a leg that lifts high, floats effortlessly, and remains unwavering, can only be achieved through perseverance and consistency, not last-minute cramming. In the lead-up to mock exams, training intensity typically rises. Students willingly extend their practice hours, often arriving early to stretch before the first class or staying late into the evening for additional conditioning. During lunch breaks, some can be seen quietly holding leg stretches by the bar, or correcting minute details in front of the mirror. This culture of self-driven practice is not imposed by external pressure but emerges organically from a deep-seated desire to improve and shine. As the exam date approaches, the atmosphere becomes highly focused, almost electric. Students enter a combat-ready state, determined to leave no room for regret on exam day. Surprisingly, the top performers in these exams are not always those with natural physical advantages. More often than not, it is the persistent, the consistent, and the resilient who rise to the top. These are the students who embrace discomfort as part of the process, who train with mindfulness and intention, and who pursue subtle progress even when immediate results are hard to see. They are also the ones who understand that behind every seemingly effortless movement lies a history of struggle, countless hours of refining details invisible to the untrained eye. These dancers radiate strength, not only in muscle but in mindset. Modern dance education increasingly recognizes the importance of scientific and individualized approaches. Traditional static stretching is now supplemented by more dynamic, functional practices. Pilates, for example, is widely used to improve core engagement, spinal alignment, and full-body coordination. On the reformer machine, dancers train to isolate and strengthen smaller muscle groups that are essential for balance and posture. Yoga is also employed to enhance breath control, joint mobility, and mental focus, all of which contribute to a dancer's presence and expression on stage. Functional training routines further improve agility, joint stability, and injury prevention. Crucially, today's instructors no longer use a one-size-fits-all model for flexibility training. Individual differences in body type, muscle tension, and joint mobility are taken into account. For students with limited flexibility, teachers may recommend assisted stretching sessions using tools such as resistance bands, yoga blocks, or foam rollers. In some cases, two-person assisted stretching is introduced to safely deepen the range. For more advanced students, progressive overload techniques, such as prolonged holds or partner-assisted extensions, help break through flexibility plateaus and reach higher levels of performance. Within this structured and diversified training system, the mock examination stands as more than just a checkpoint, it becomes a defining milestone. It allows students to pause, reflect, and reassess. After each exam, detailed feedback is provided. This feedback is more than a score sheet, it is a roadmap for future improvement, identifying not just technical flaws, but areas of potential growth. It encourages students to set new goals, adjust their practice strategies, and track their own evolution with greater clarity.